So I don't think I'll tune in to the third season unless there are some major changes. What will happen in the event if the third season will be the last season? Well, shoot, I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there, huh? But probably not.
Made a mistake.
Hi everyone! It's been over 2 years since the third season of Animaniacs 2020 was released, and I should address my thoughts on the third season, my overall views on Animaniacs as a reboot, and how I feel about future reboots that come. Heads up, this is more scattered than my last 2 videos on Animaniacs.
Made another mistake.
I recorded my thoughts 2 years ago on my voice note and wrote the script based on that audio. You may think it's lazy, but I think it was past me being a genius. I hope that's okay, and let's begin. Surprisingly, this was their best season. I feel like the crew finally got the swing of things as they're making new episodes to appeal to old fans, while trying new ideas that still have the similar humor. Where we left off Animaniacs in season 2, Ralph was the new CEO of Warner Brothers, and Nora was the security guard that prevented the Warners from doing their crazy antics. I will say the best part that came out of this version of Animaniacs is Nora. She has become my favorite addition to the Warner Brothers, and I applaud the writers for creating such an excellent character. Animation still holds strong that I once again will scream how AI will never beat the power of passionate humans creating art. I particularly loved the video game episode for its dedication of the graphics. I still hate the character designs for the human characters. With this season, I actually had fun watching the episodes. I've expressed in the past that there were episodes that were a struggle for me to enjoy, mostly political, but they weren't all bad. Just, it was nice to giggle at jokes and listen to the performances that the actors were giving. There's probably a small chance, but most likely a 0%, that there is somebody who watches my videos and are a part of the Warner Brothers company. But if that is the case, can I just say thank you for answering my prayers? Ever since the announcement of Animaniacs coming back, I have wanted to see Slappy Squirrel again. I wanted to see if they were going to make episodes on Slappy and her current views of comedy, like the conversation of PC humor. But alas, I got nothing until the last episode. It may have been 30 seconds to a minute of Slappy being bothered by fans waiting at her door, but that's all I wanted. And hearing Sherry Stoner play our favorite squirrel again, just beautiful. Absolute comedy gold. When it came to the last episode, I thought the everyday safety video wasn't a good way to end the series. I would have thought the stickening would have been funnier of an end. I love when shows do a lot of callbacks to past characters or stories. That's just my opinion. Overall, the Animaniacs reboot was fine. Would I visit the show again? No. Am I happy with the final product? Not 100%, but passable. It would be nice if I could tune into the original series, which I can't legally stream any of Steven Spielberg present cartoons anymore. Where else can I go if I can't access the things that I want to see? And people wonder why I want to become one of the pirates. But it's one of the biggest gripes I have with entertainment currently. If I can't show people the original Animaniacs, Freakazoid, Tiny Toon Adventures, or Pinky and the Brain, where else can they go? So back to my stance on the reboot. I still think it was heartless for the new crew to not involve Tom Ruegger back to the writer's room after expressing his desires to return back to the thing that he once created. Also, I will not forgive the hypocrisy of Wellesley Wild on discussing doubts on referencing old material, yet did several pop culture references from past movies and shows in episodes. The lack of variety in the reboot is also something that I wish they expand upon. Like, the new segments were okay, but I never liked Starbucks and Sydney, and you will never make me! Now, when it comes to the political humor in the show, sometimes they're good and sometimes they're just plain awful. I have nothing against poking on politics. I mean, I could go on another rant about how we tend to joke about Trump a little bit too much and should actually be mindful about the threats and demands that he makes. However, I wish they had more clever jokes about the political humors instead of just poking at appearances. Like the one episode where Brain was exposing all the world leaders at the table, and we got to Nicolas Maduro. That was funny. We can joke about appearances and how stupid they are, but making jokes that are related to their personalities and actions is something different. Addressing the flaws that happen under one's administrations while having some truth in the joke. I hope that makes sense. While the reboot have some pros, I generally think this is another case of executives profiting off of nostalgia. I will admit, I have worn the nostalgia glasses for certain franchises. Like most of the time, you will see me get very excited for a new installment of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Each iteration offers something different and a new perspective to the franchise. Everything in entertainment has been done or will be retold in the future. What's different is seeing how they retool the original story into something brand new. Then it's the question of if the new version of the story was made with passion or money undermined. Most of the time it's money. Yes, money makes the world go round. But is it truly worth it to ruin a memorable time we spent with the show just to bring it back from the dead with nostalgia glasses on? I too am guilty of checking out reboots at times because 1, I don't want to come after those annoying people claiming, "You've ruined my childhood," because they don't know what's sacred anymore. 2, I give it a shot to see if I'm right or wrong on the intentions of a reboot. And 3, sometimes the reboot can be better than the original. I don't think all reboots are terrible, but I seriously wish for executives and other creatives to truly ask themselves if this is what they really want. I'm just saying people are very expressive on the internet these days, and based on things that I've seen in the past, they will not let you live it down. It's a scale of who's in charge of the project and the passion that's told in retelling the story. So it's always just a perfect balance, and sometimes more ways than the other. So to wrap up this video, what do I think about Animaniacs 2020? It's alright. Nothing about this reboot does take away from the original series. And I also think it's important because the original series would be influential and a part of the golden age of American animation during the 90s. However, it was pretty neat seeing the Warners and peeking the brain back again. Despite the things that I didn't dislike, there were some new things that I do enjoy about the reboot. Nostalgia is very powerful and has a tight grip on certain people. And it's okay to feel nostalgic on missing the good old days, but trying to replicate that same magic that happened once before sometimes doesn't come out as you want it to be. And don't let anybody stop you from being a pirate because you want to seek out things that aren't available to your grasp. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'm signing off.